most of us walk through those large glass doors, holding our mommy's hands and worrying about nothing but how much the other kids will like our podcast. I remember entering Mrs. Lozano's class for the first time. After we had all taken our seats, Ms. Lozano comes up to the front of the room and says something quite unexpected. She says this: "Before we start, can everyone please take a look at that carpet? That carpet is brand new. When you're all in 8th grade and about to graduate, you'll be able to tell the 3rd graders, I was there the first year they had that carpet." I have to say, when I first heard this, it didn't really seem important. Graduation was the last thing on my mind. My biggest concern in life was whether I should pick Pikachu or Charmander as my starter Pokemon. But for some reason, it stuck with me. Now, after all these years, I think I know why. It was so that today, when I was actually here at graduation, caught up in the excitement going off to high school, I would remember my connection to NORTHSTAR and how we had grown with it. So that I wouldn't forget that this is so much more than just our 8th grade graduation. So that I would remember that this is our graduation from NORTHSTAR, the Marble Track project in 3rd grade, Marcy Cook every Friday morning in 4th grade, and our graduation from the State Report in Outdoor Ed. This is our graduation from Science Karaoke, the Assembly Trip, Renaissance Day, the DC Trip, and our graduation from the Zoo Overnight in 7th grade. But maybe just as importantly, this is our graduation from all the amazing experiences that we shared with all the incredible people we met here. I hope you all remember the Monterey trip, that big room, the YMCA that we all slept in. You may have been sitting next to your future best friend and not even know it. We barely knew everyone's names until 6th grade. Now I doubt that we'll ever be able to forget them. But these connections weren't just for the people who are standing here in this room, crying and hugging and talking about how much we miss each other. They were also the people who brought us here, who taught us how to find the root of a quadratic equation, who explored the farthest reaches of the universe with us, and who made us understand not only what to learn, but how to learn it. This is a school that's full of not only incredible kids, but incredible teachers who make their passion for teaching show in every lecture and assignment. It's often said that what's done is done. The word graduation essentially means the same thing. It means that we're leaving something behind and never looking back. In that case, I believe that graduation is the last word I would use to describe today. The only thing that we're leaving behind today is the NORTHSTAR campus. I hope that all the lessons, all the friends that NORTHSTAR has given us will remain with us our whole lives. After this, we may go our separate ways towards new and exciting adventures. We'll choose different paths that may or may not lead us back together again. However, that doesn't mean that we should just forget about these incredible 6 years that we spent together. These were some of the most exciting years of our lives. What's up to us is how we remember them. In the timeless words of Dr. Seuss, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Daniel. One of the traditions at NORTHSTAR is that 8th grade students are selected to read an essay that they have written describing their time and experiences at NORTHSTAR. The winning speeches are selected by the 8th grade teachers for the quality of the essay, voice, and the story it tells. I am proud to announce this year's essay winners, Marissa McAvoy and Echo Hansen.
As our last week at NORTHSTAR comes to a close, we remember field trips, enrichments, dances, friendships, and hundreds of memories. Now that we are going to head off on our separate ways, we must never forget one another as we let our hearts guide us to our very destinations. As Dr. Seuss once said, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. You are the guy who'll decide where to go." When thinking about Dr. Seuss, we remember his amazing picture books that we read when we were younger. But it is not young children that are on the stage in front of you, but grown teenagers, about to enter the world of high school. How did these students grow into these unique people? That is largely thanks to our experiences at NORTHSTAR Academy. Firstly, we must thank the incredible support that we get at NORTHSTAR and at home. Anna in the office is always busy, and yet she helps us all and keeps things running efficiently at this school. The smiling face around campus is Peggy, who is always checking in to see how you are doing. Our Vice Principal, Ms. Tilsley, has been a wonderful addition to our campus and did a fantastic job with our enrichment choices and Festival of Words. Finally, we must thank Ms. Kelly for all she does at this school. She keeps NORTHSTAR running smoothly and a safe place to be. We also cannot forget the remarkable support that we get from our parent volunteers here at NORTHSTAR. From helping with field trips, to Art in Action, to the Lapathon, there is no end to what you do, and we are eternally grateful. There is one more person that I'd like to thank, even though he's not here. Mr. Dolly was our principal from 3rd to 5th grade and helped to shape our 8th grade class by getting to know each of us and providing great support to each and every one of us. NORTHSTAR teachers have all taught us something important, but most of all, we must thank the 7th and 8th grade teachers that inspire us to learn even on the brink of high school. They encourage us to try even on the hardest of challenges. Our last years at NORTHSTAR would not have been the same without these amazing people. Miss Odin taught us to never give up and to try even on the hardest of math problems. Mr. Duncan taught us to love our past by keeping us involved in numerous history projects. Miss Keller opened the world of science to us with her deep love of astronomy and physics. Miss Balte helped our 8th grade class become more artistic and taught us to cherish the beauty in books and poetry. Miss Wood prepared us for high school and taught us that hard work always pays off. Miss Stitt taught us about the art of writing and encouraged us to always help one another through her work in Junior Optimist. Thank you to these inspirational people that are a part of our daily lives at NORTHSTAR. And every year at NORTHSTAR, we learn something new that we will cherish for the rest of our lives. In 3rd grade, we learned about fresh starts and starting over. Throughout the rest of our lives, we will value these skills as we start over in high school, college, and at jobs. In 4th grade, we learned about making friends as we went to Monterey and Gold Country. We will never forget the Monterey field trip at Dennis the Menace Park. We were all playing freeze tag on a giant train with Mr. Harrison. I still wish we could all go back and do that again right now. In 5th grade, we learned about perseverance through the state report and human body brochure. The first big project you do will always be the hardest and will stick with you till your last big project in college. We learned how to persist through these projects to complete them. In 6th grade, as we started middle school, we learned about responsibility through projects, tests, and essays. Responsibility is a trait that we will carry with us for the rest of our lives. In 7th grade, we learned about overcoming challenges and hard work through the rigorous classwork and homework. The cell project and impromptus will always stand out in 7th grade and remind us of what we can achieve if we work hard. In 8th grade, we've learned the most important lesson. As Oscar Wilde once said, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. After 6 years of seeing each other 5 days a week for more than half the year, we know each other. Our talents, our weaknesses, our laughter points, and our uniqueness. NORTHSTAR has taught us to value each other's differences. What would school be without Emily to add excitement to the day? What would school be without Riddick, Kevin, or West to add humor to the classroom? What would school be without friends to laugh with, talk with, and share jokes with? School would be the same. NORTHSTAR has something special to it, but the real special comes from us. Our relationships, our bonds make this class unique. In middle school, relationships can change as fast as a Facebook status. But here at NORTHSTAR, I feel like we are one big family. Families have ups and downs, they have good days and bad days, and they have outstanding moments and moments of failure that we can now learn from. Mark Twain once said that the proper opposite of a friend is to side with you when you're in the wrong. Nearly anybody will side with you when you're in the right. This is how I feel about our NORTHSTAR class. If you pick a random day at NORTHSTAR and visit the field at lunch, you can see up to 50 guys from all different friend groups playing one game of ultimate frisbee or football. Groups of girls float from one group to another, just depending on where they feel like hanging out. All it takes is one phrase, and the whole class is laughing at some inside joke that has been building for years. Families help each other, are there for each other, and laugh with each other. Our NORTHSTAR class has done all this and more. I hope that as we go off to different high schools next year, we remember each other, our good times, our bad times, and our experiences. Now that we are in our last year at NORTHSTAR, we have made impressions, friends, and lifelong memories. Now it is time for us to shine out and be the stars we truly are. Thank you.